Lesson 3, topic surface area of cylinders. Learning target, I can find the surface area of cylinders. First off, a cylinder is a shape with two circles on the top and the bottom, and then wrapped around the sides. So you can see some cylinder shapes like markers, batteries, a drum, paper towel, toilet paper roll, cups that you drink out of, cans that you drink out of. All of those are cylinder shapes, but what's super important is that they do have a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom, so you still have diameter and you still have radius. And then the distance between those two circles is what we call the height. So our surface area formula is 2 pi, and remember we use 3.14 for pi, so 2 pi rr plus 2 pi rh. And the r stands for radius, and the h stands for height. And remember that height is the distance between your two circles. So surface area would tell us how much wrapping paper we would need if we wanted to wrap that cylinder. Now on your formula sheet, you're going to see a really weird surface area formula, and we're not going to use that because it's just weird and there's a lot of details. So that's why I give you the other formula. So we're going to cross off that formula and we're going to put our new formula, which again is 2 pi rr plus 2 pi rh. So it kind of has a little rhythm, 2 pi rr plus 2 pi rh. So you can kind of practice saying that in your head, because when it comes time for the MCA, they're not going to give you that formula. You're going to have to remember that one. So let's practice using that formula. Surface area, identify the radius and height for the given cylinder. So let's stop right there. Let's just find the radius and find the height. So to find the radius, we're going to look at one of the circles, and you see on the circle we've got 18 kilometers, but that, because it goes all the way across, that's your diameter. So if we're given the diameter, the radius, remember, is half of our diameter. So our radius would then be 9. And then the height is that distance between the two circles. So circle 1, circle 2, that distance between the two circles is 9 as well. So our radius is 9, our height is 9. So now to find the surface area, we're just going to plug 9 in for r, and we're going to plug 9 in for h. So I'm going to put that into my calculator. Now I'm going to ask that you use the scientific calculator linked in Schoology, and I'm going to show you how to use that. So on your Today To Do, there's this calculator image here. If you click on the calculator, it'll take you to this site. And you're going to click grades 6 and 7 calculator because you're in 7th grade. And then it'll bring you to the site. And all you have to do is press start and then start again. And then right up here, if you look right here, there's a little image that has that calculator image. We're going to click on that image and it'll bring up a scientific calculator for you to use. So all we have to do is type in this right here. So you can move the calculator on your screen up and down so you can get to all the buttons, but we're going to type in 2. And then we're going to use the parentheses, 3.14, close the parentheses, in another parenthesis put 9, and then 9 again. So that's 2 pi rr plus, then we type in 2, in parentheses pi, then in parentheses our radius, and then in parentheses our height. And since they're the same, it's still 9 and 9. So you can make sure that that matches this right here. As long as you typed it in correctly, you just press enter and it gives you your answer. So our surface area is 1017.36. So 1017 0.36. That's all there is to it. Let's do one more example. Now this cylinder, we have to be careful because the cylinder is lying on its side. So again, to find the radius, we look at the circle. So you see the circle is labeled. And we are given the radius because it only goes halfway across. So the radius is 5. So up here where I see R, I'm going to put a 5, and a 5. And then remember, your height is that distance between the two circles. So circle 1 is here, circle 2 is here. The distance between that is 11. So when I see height over here, I'm going to replace that with an 11. And then again, I'm going to use my calculator to type that in. So I can clear and then type 2 parentheses pi parentheses 5 parentheses 5 plus 2 parentheses pi parentheses 5 and then parentheses 11. And then press enter and we get 502.4. So our surface area is 502.4. That's all the notes I have for you. You can move right on into your practice.